Hi everybody, thanks for coming today. My name is Grace and this is my partner Brooke. We also have some samples for you that you can try out that Brooke will pass out for you. So, here, I'll take the clip. So as I said, our business is the ASAP Clear Kit. We're Grace and Brooke, we're both seniors here at Hunley High School. And Brooke has focused a lot on the marketing aspect of our business, whereas I have been more on the product development and financials end. So, everybody has skin issues, and most people are too busy to figure those out because there's so many products out there, and clearing a skin issue takes a lot of time. So that's why we created the ASAP Clear Kit. It's an all-in-one, safe, affordable, and portable solution to heal many skin issues. And this is designed for a busy lifestyle. Our competitors are too expensive and just not effective, so that's why we created a kit that has everything you would need for various issues. All right, so Grace and I have always put our customers first. They are our #1 priority. So we decided that direct marketing would be a really good approach to go about our business, whether that be promotional messages, emails, DMs. We want to have everything open so we can constantly be in contact with our customers and gain their loyalty so that maybe once they purchase, they'll purchase again if they really feel comfortable with us. Our minimum viable product is our tester kit. We priced it at cheap so that we could keep creating kits, bring in revenue, and then just keep going. And then we also have 2 prototypes, one for oily skin and one for dry skin, so we can get out there for all skin types. All right, so something that differentiates us from all the other groups here is we actually have an inn in our local community. So this boutique right here is called Ritual. It's on 47. I actually know the owner. Her name is Stephanie Bailey. I went in and spoke to her and said, hey, would you be willing to give these kits out to your employees, try them out? And if you like them, can you maybe sell them in your store? And she agreed to do that. Her employees really liked them. They saw a lot of changes in their skin. Whether that be, I know one of her employees had really dry skin, so it really worked out. I don't think any of the other groups are going with alliance marketing, so I guess that kind of is what makes us unique. And it'll really give us a lot of publicity in the community since we're deciding to stay local. So this past week, Grace and I have been working really hard to get everything together for this presentation and nevertheless market as well. So we've had our mentor here, Michelle. She's been super amazing, super sweet, giving us advice, giving us different points of views for our business to help us be successful. A few weeks ago when we met with her, she decided that it'd be really cute if we transitioned to night kits as well, whether that be face masks, lip scrubs, all of that kind of stuff. So we could do skincare and aesthetically pleasing products. So I thought that was super, super cool. So she's been amazing throughout this entire year. This week I also went to the boutique to market again, make sure everything was good with the kits and how the employees liked them, stuff like that. And then obviously we got all of our tester kits in order for our sharks right here. And we were debating switching out one of the products in the kits. I believe it's the oily skin kit. You'll see that there's a salicylic acid product. Whenever we sell a kit, we give out a QR code so people know how to use them correctly. We give them clear instructions. However, we were a little bit worried that the salicylic acid might be a little strong for kids our age, so we're debating whether to switch that out in the future. And then obviously right now we are here pitching for feedback. So skincare is actually a $1 billion industry, which gives us a really good, it's really reassuring for us obviously. And approximately 59 million people are in our demographic. I'll talk about it a little bit later, but we did end up switching our demographic from teens to 20 to 55-year-olds. And approximately 85% of this demographic has skin problems, so that gives us a really good number. Additionally, there's about 2 million potential buyers from the state of Illinois. Like I said, we wanted to start local, so I guess that gives us still a big number even if we were to sell in the state of Illinois. And obviously, I thought it was super cool that 27% of the people in Illinois are in our target market. So that gives us a really wide range of people to sell to, even if we just stick in the state of Illinois, like I said. And obviously, like I mentioned, we switched our target market, considering the fact that most parents buy their kids their skincare products. So I'll talk about that in a little bit. But our basic customer is someone employed with a good income, maybe on the go, and care about their aging skin. Okay, so probably about a month ago, we pitched in the cafeteria during one of the lunch hours to our peers to get some feedback. The purpose of creating our little tester kits, obviously we're going to make bigger ones, but the purpose of creating our minimum viable product was to simply get feedback. We wanted to know, hey, what products do you guys like? Which products don't you guys like? What should we switch out? We wanted to make 2 different kinds of skincare kits for the different skin types. So it was simply to get feedback. And our MVP test proved to be successful, which was really exciting because we had 3 people purchase the kits, and we had 10 people give us their contact information saying, hey, we're interested. Once you get your big kit out, let us know. So that was super cool for us and really exciting to see what our peers thought. So let's talk some financials. So our cost of goods sold breaks down to look like this. Kit 1, which is the kit with the beads up there, broke down to about $8, and then Kit 2 broke down to about $9. That's because it has some more expensive products in it, and we are thinking about switching some of those out, so if we were to continue with 2 kits, that cost would go down. And the cost for a year of just the Kit 1 is a little over $1,000, and we would be selling 164 kits in that year, so that's not too bad for us, but also we have more money that we already put in, so we have to talk about getting our money back as well. So, speaking of getting our money back, in 1 year, if we sold 164 kits, we'd make just over $3,000 with a profit of $1,900 roughly. However, we have put about $3,000 in, and that would be with this funding that we're asking for today for our LLC and some new products, and the previous funding that we've already had, along with the cost of goods sold for the first year. So we don't quite break even yet. So year 2, we would have 100% growth, hopefully, we're shooting high, and we would have a profit of about $2,000 roughly. But still, we wouldn't break even until closer to year 3 because of the money we put in, and we would have to continuously put in more money to create new products and keep selling, so obviously that would push us back on our break-even point even more. So we would need to help from investors and other funds that we can get from other presentations and pitches to help continue grow our business. So, we have received $120 from you guys on our last pitch. And we used 90 of those dollars to create some of the kits that you see with you today. We created 12 kits, 6 of each kind, and we obviously use those to test our MVP, and we also made a couple sales with those. We need $1,050 because we want to make our business an LLC and incorporate, and the lawyer fees for that will be roughly $1,000. And the $50 will be for incorporating some new products, like we mentioned, a lip mask to substitute some of the harsher products, and also our little containers, the plastic containers you see there, we've run out of those, and so we need a replenishment of that. And then we do want stickers for branding so that we can actually push out a cute kit instead of just a basic looking, like, bottles of skincare. And so that would be roughly the $50, and any extra would be used for more marketing or price changes, whatever we might need that for. So, all in all, this is the ASAP Clear Kit. We're asking for $1,050 for all the reasons I just told you. We've created testers that were $6 each and sold 3 of them, and we're actually making a 4th sale to Dr. Rowe. And we would like that $1,050 for an LLC, for more security, and to grow our business even more. And then obviously, our most differentiating factor is our Alliance marketing plan and the fact that we are an all-in-one safe, affordable, and portable kit, which is where our acronym comes from. So thank you guys all for coming. Does anyone have any questions? Okay.
I've got a microphone for you, so I'll bring it down. You don't have to.
All right. Ladies, you did a wonderful job. Great presentation.
Thank you.
It was good to see you actually have some samples to give out today, too, so that was a really nice touch. I do have a handful of questions. So you mentioned that you're going to be selling these locally, so you have one shop that's willing to take in your product at this time. What are
Yes.
your plans for expansion so that you can continue, growing the business? Are you looking for more private boutiques? Are you looking for maybe a larger type of store like a Target or something like that?
Right, so the purpose of giving them to the boutique was just so we can get some credibility. We are continuing building our website right now, so we want to get some positive reviews, positive stars and stuff like that before we start going like bigger. But I think our plan was just to stay like in private boutiques, just because Target and like Amazon stuff like that would be a high reach for now. Just for us, we don't really have the funding for that yet, but I think just staying private would help us with our direct marketing as well, just like building a good relationship with people in our community too.
So the website would be to market, or would you also try to sell on the website?
We try to sell and market, yes.
Okay. So we see the test kits, which were $6. That's, like I said, a great additive here. But your cost of goods, say roughly $8 and then $9 for the two different kits. What is the size of those kits? Because I can't quite quantify what that is.
So a full kit, the tester kits were just those,
Correct.
and we sold them for a little less because we just wanted to see who would buy. But a full kit would be 3 of each of those packs of 4. So it'd be 12 little packs, so it'd be 3 packs of those Ziploc baggies of the products. And that would be the $20 for a kit.
So you would sell 3 of these for
Yes.
$20.
Yes.
How long would this last the average consumer?
It all depends on how much you need it and how much you use it. The moisturizers in there, some of them you can just take a little pea-size amount and use it, but other people might have drier skin, so you'd use it more, so it's personal depending on what you need.
So on average, if I were to use this probably daily, this would not quite last me a month is my guess.
No, probably not.
So of the 164 kits that you intend on selling annually, is that 164 customers, or are you looking for repeat customers?
We would love to have repeat customers that came back, and we were even thinking of having a reward system for repeat customers, but also just expanding the business. We'd love to get as many people involved as possible.
So I do have one recommendation for you. These are cute for a test kit, but I don't think I'd put them in a kit and have multiple of these. If you can buy larger containers to put into your kits rather than having stacked of 3 of
Yeah.
these, I think that would really benefit you. It'd be more convenient than taking up, I can tell you my makeup closet is a disaster 99% of the time, and I lose things on a regular basis. So just from a convenience perspective, that's my recommendation for you.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. I think our point with the little jars was just so we could give them out during the cafeteria pitch so people could use them in, say, like a week and then come back and give us their review. So yes, we were planning to make the jars larger, so.
Okay.
And also it works for portability because those you could bring through the airport and everything too. So it could go either way. We can make big ones and small ones too.
Okay.
The $50, you're asking for $1,050, and you said $1,000 of that was for to become an LLC, and then $50, and you mentioned a whole bunch of things. It seems like it was a lot more than $50.
Yeah, that breakdown does sound like a lot more. Our little bottles that we need are only $6. The stickers for the size we need and the amount we need are only $10. And then the new product was only $8. So it does sound like a lot for only a little amount of money, but it does break down evenly.
Social media plan, have you developed that in your mind at all, what that would look like?
Yeah, so we do have an Instagram right now. We do send out promotional messages on that, create stories. We were thinking of making maybe like a Facebook, since our target market is targeted for like 20 to 55-year-olds, obviously. So I think those 2 will be our main platforms, but also like maybe a TikTok in the future.
Yeah, I think that is a great way to get people to spread the news about you, especially if you're starting small and looking for a lot of referrals. That's the way to go.
So, you guys did a great job on your presentation, let me tell you.
Thank you.
Super impressive. Now, are you repackaging other products, or is this your own
Yes.
formulations?
Yeah, we started by repackaging other products, and the idea of that was just to put all the products we know that work and put them in a convenient place for you to have them. So that was kind of the UVP, like all-in-one, safe, affordable, portable. It's not our formulation, but it is convenient for your use, and they're good products. So that was kind of the idea.
Okay. Have you spoke to anybody about licensing, using those products?
We haven't, we talked to Mr. Town a lot because I was like, this does not feel legal. But if we were to expand, obviously we could create our formulation or get the licensing for it, and that would be the ideal situation. So yes.
Okay.
If you do this presentation again, I would recommend giving the samples before you start talking, because you were talking and I was all distracted by the samples coming and all this stuff in my hands, and I was like trying to listen. So I think I was gonna originally say give them at the end, but then I did like them to be able to just like look at it. So I think it is good that you give in the beginning, but give it to the people first and then start talking.
Yes, thank you.
So my last question, your cost of goods, what, is that strictly just the cost of goods? What sort of overhead expenses did you incorporate in your profits that you were listing for year 1, year 2?
Right, so the cost of goods is strictly just, I did the math of the unit cost for each product and put it all together, and that's what we got. But in terms of breaking even and what money we're actually making, there was no employee salary or even salary for us built in there. There's no extra cost that we might have from marketing with other people and anything like that. So those costs are not built in there yet, and that is why it would take a little longer to actually get that profit and break even.
A handful of things that you should consider is a lot of account or website platforms do have an annual fee to have that, so that's something to take into consideration. Any sort of shipping that you do in the future, things like that, just try to account for those when you're trying to think of a forecast in your projections, because that's a very important thing to remember. Also, you have your LLC, the attorney costs, there is an annual filing for the state of Illinois for an LLC, so just kind of keep all those types of things in your head when you're trying to make a realistic projection.
Yes, thank you so much.
When we came and saw your presentation before, you were focused on the masks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so tell me about that, how you guys pivoted from that and changed your approach. Obviously, that wasn't a part of today for obvious reasons, but tell us about that. About your
Yeah. So we always kind of saw this coming, that maybe masks wouldn't be so prominent anymore. And that leaves us with 2 paths. 1, stray away, or 2, go to the fields like medical professionals and other people that have to wear a mask no matter pandemic or not. So we decided to just kind of stray away, and in talking with our mentor, we found that these could be perfect for traveling, and it could be, as we said, a night kit and a day kit, and even lip kits, all sorts of other things that didn't have anything to do with masks. So we decided that expanding and straying away from that concept would be good, because mask or not, skin issues and other things still exist. So
I think that's really good.
yeah, thank you. For me personally, I never thought that this much work could go into something like this. I always thought it was much easier than this. Mr. Town can attest to our complaints on some of these assignments and the cost of goods sold and figuring out the demographic. It's just a lot. It's the nitty-gritty details that go into it that I never expected. So it's a lot more work than you would assume, I guess, would be my biggest takeaway.
For me, yeah, kind of the same thing, just like how everything fit together at the end, like, I don't know. And I really like our class, like, I don't know, everyone was really great. Mr. Town was like, we're crazy, but he loves us anyway. And like, just like hearing the other business ideas, I love when like everyone else comes up and just like hearing what they have. It's so cool to like pull everything together at the end of the year. And like, I don't know, this isn't really an takeaway, yeah. This isn't really a takeaway, but like, I met my best friend and my boyfriend through this class, so I'm really thankful for that, because I love him, so yeah.
What part of business do you feel like you like the most? You know, what the business building, what do you like the most? Like if you were to work for a company in a specific, you know, you're doing everything when you're building this project, but a specific area.
Yeah. I really like the customer relations in all of this, and the marketing almost, which I think you would agree. And honestly, I like most of the behind-the-scenes stuff. The figuring out the demographics and the financials is not my thing, but I like the problem-solving of it all, so yeah. Yeah, I think Grace and I worked really well together in terms of I was in charge of marketing and she was in charge of like the funding breakdown. So we kind of signed roles at the beginning of the year. It didn't end up working out because we work really well together. So.